Fox at 9.
Former Mayor R.T. Rybak suffers a heart attack just days after leaving office at City Hall. And it's about to get cold, as in wind chills, down to 60 below zero, which has a lot of Minnesotans making their last run before heading into the deep freeze.
And temperatures are falling right now. They'll keep falling until we reach levels that we haven't seen in decades. I'll have the cold details.
Fox at 9 starts now.
Well, thanks so much for joining us tonight. R.T. Rybak is recovering from quite the heart scare. Doctors inserted 2 stents after he suffered a heart attack this afternoon, and all of this just 3 days after leaving the mayor's office. Fox 9's Jonathan Cho is just back from Abbott Northwestern Hospital tonight. Jonathan, all kind of a bit surprising because on the outside, he always appears to be the model of perfect health.
That's right, Tim. He's a well-known fitness fanatic and never had any health issues in office, but his daughter Grace confirms there's been a history of heart problems in their family. But she also says her dad is doing much better and resting comfortably at the hospital alongside family.
We've been in visiting with him, and he's been chatting and joking around with all the doctors and nurses in there. So he's feeling much better.
So much better that former Minneapolis Mayor R.T. Rybak sent out these tweets from his hospital bed this afternoon, writing, "My cardiac surprise gave me quite a start, but it proves this politician has a great big heart." And also adding, "By the way, the ski trails at Wirth are awesome today."
He did suffer a heart attack. He had an angioplasty and had 2 stents placed in his arteries.
Former spokesperson John Stiles says Mr. Rybak had a big scare this morning after cross-country skiing by himself at Theodore Wirth Park in Minneapolis.
He had first called his wife and complained of shortness of breath, and she told him to take it easy, and then ran into friends immediately thereafter, and they said, "We're going to call 911 for you," and they did.
And because they did, Mr. Rybak's 22-year-old daughter, Grace, is thankful her dad is still here.
He loves to cross-country ski and bike. He eats really healthy. I mean, I think this just really speaks to the importance of knowing your genetics and going to the doctor regularly.
While Mr. Rybak never had any health problems in office and was even once voted the fittest mayor in America,
his father had some pretty serious heart problems, and his grandfather as well.
But she says it won't stop him, even now as the chief executive of Generation Next, an organization dedicated to closing the achievement gap in education. As a 3-term mayor of Minneapolis, Mr. Rybak just handed over the mayor's job to Betsy Hodges last Thursday, even taking some selfies.
This is a Minneapolis tragedy. It's a Minnesota tragedy, and it requires a response from all of us.
And on New Year's Day, we saw him trying to comfort those critically injured after a massive explosion rocked the Cedar Riverside neighborhood in Minneapolis. But now, the Twin Cities community is supporting him, hoping for a speedy recovery.
He's committed to doing whatever it takes to get better, and he is already feeling much better, so he's grateful for that.
And Mr. Rybak's daughter said her dad wanted everyone to know he cross-country skied 7.7 miles today. Clearly his sense of humor is still very much intact, Tim.
Yeah, maybe 1 mile too long there today, huh? You know, how long is he expected to stay in the hospital? Any idea?
Well, his daughter says they're going to closely monitor him this evening, and if all goes well, he'll probably be released in the next few days, and he'll likely be back cross-country skiing as soon as possible.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
No
Thanks,
doubt.
Jonathan. You know, Minneapolis' new mayor, Betsy Hodges, posted well wishes on Facebook tonight for Rybak and his wife, Megan. Here it is. It says, "I carry the message of the entire city that all of us are holding them in our hearts tonight and wishing for the swiftest possible healing for R.T." Governor Dayton also extended his well wishes to the former mayor and added, "Our thoughts and thanks to the emergency responders and medical personnel whose talents and training made the critical difference in the life of this outstanding leader who has given so much to the people of Minneapolis and all of Minnesota." Now, the mayor also sending out some tweets tonight. You saw the 2 in Jonathan's story. These are some retweets of well wishes that the mayor got in this afternoon. This one in a rhyme, much in the same style that Mayor Rybak likes to tweet. It says, "R.T. Rybak is the best, though he's under a little stress. He'll be back in no time flat, 'cause he got no time for that." And then there's this one just a little while ago that he retweeted from Pat Garofalo. And you have to understand that Representative Garofalo is a Republican lawmaker from the Farmington area. He said, "When I called you a bleeding heart liberal, I didn't mean it literally. Get better." So you can still see the sense of humor is still intact there tonight.